Well, okay, I guess I'm live. Hi everyone. Hello. Hello. How are you? Can you hear me? Okay, that's great. Okay, that's great. Happy for you. So, me too. Thank you. Everything is okay. I prepared an interesting position. I don't know if that my viewer now is watching me or not, but I want to show this position. He asked me to give some hints here before I start to solve puzzles. I just want to analyze a little bit this position and then to continue to solve puzzles. Just few minutes. Then I want to cut and upload this position. Maybe he is not watching right now, but he asked about this position about white. So his question was, engine shows here that white's position is winning, and the rating of engines analyzed was quite high, so as if it winning for white very easily. At first glance, I also thought about that it's really very clear that white position is much more better, because I noticed that, for example, the main rule, the first rule in chess, it's fight for the center. I noticed that white has a strong center. Then I noticed that white has two bishops advantage, which is also very big advantage. Then black's pieces are disorganized. It's also plus for white. It also advantage for white, disadvantage for black, but advantage for white. So one knight is one corner, another knight is in the king side in the corner. All other pieces are also very disorganized. That's why I thought that it's really very easy to win. d5. um, to tell the truth, I did not try to find a certain move. I wanted to understand how to continue for white, not in a tactical variation. He also asked about that, but how to continue. Engine shows here that white's position is winning. It was about 2 plus 2. Can you imagine? Plus 2, it means that we can win here easily. But really, it was very hard. Every time I say that in chess, the most difficult thing is to win in a winning position. At least for me, it's so. And I tried to understand how to continue, which plan to choose for white. Then I tried to take engine's help. And really, for engine, of course, it's easy. But for me, I think super grandmasters also will win here easily, but not me. Really, he starts to play step by step. It was, if I'm not mistaken, he played g3 at first. The idea was to play h4, to play then h5, to push away this knight from here. Then he started to maneuver with his pieces. If I'm not mistaken, he played queen e2. Then for black, it's very interesting that for black there is no useful move and useful idea. So how to continue for black? They can't play b4 because this knight is hanging. They can't play c5. Also white will take. If they play, for example, just to stay and wait, right? For example, queen e7. He played g3, if I'm not mistaken. g3 with this idea. Then knight c7. Then he played bishop c2. Just to attack here, not to allow them to play b4. b4, if b4, then if I'm not mistaken, they can take on c6. Then somewhere they also can take on c3 too. I tried to find for black useful moves, for example, just to try to go back with this knight to transpose, to play knight d7, maybe knight b6, but to go far from the king is also very dangerous for black's king. For example, h4, knight d7, white can continue h5, knight b6. I think it's losing for black. Just to play h6, just to weaken the black's king. Even if they play g6, trying to close these files, but anyway, white's position is much more better. Just to go forward little by little. It's really very difficult. At least for me, it was really difficult to imagine that I can have such position in a real tournament. That was awful, of course. For engine, of course, it's easily winning position, but unfortunately not for me. Okay, we know main rules, basic rules, that you need to fight for the center, you need to develop your pieces, but you need to use your opponent weaknesses. But one thing to know all about all of these moments, but another thing is to be able to use all of them. It really was very hard for me. But okay, anyway, I hope I could clearance something in this position. I will upload this part of the stream and maybe my viewer will watch it. Okay, around this time from now on. You know, my schedule depends on my family. For example, today my son returns from school a little bit earlier. Just in 1 hour, 25 minutes, he will go to the art school. I must send him there. That's why sometimes I go live, for example, in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, at 15:30, sometimes a little bit earlier. I'm so sorry, but I try to schedule my broadcast, so I think someday I will fix them. Okay. Here is white's turn, but there is no tactical variation here. No tactics, no quick win. How to continue? No tactical variations. I think e5. No, maybe e5 will not work here. Because I think they will play f5 and they will get d square. Then knight e7, knight d5, knight d7. No, e5, it's a bad move, I guess. g3, h4, h5, just step by step to go forward and to press the black's position. Okay, so hello everyone. Let's go forward and to solve puzzles. Just a second, please. I want to adjust my board for puzzles. Oh, sorry. This way. And also I want to show you the opponent's ratings. How to do that? Just a second, please. One of my viewers asked about that. He wants to understand the rating of the players. Little bit left this way. Yes, I guess it's okay. Well, okay, are you ready? He's little artist now. I don't think so that it's serious, but he likes to draw very much. He lives with that idea, but I don't think so that it's seriously. Rafik, hello, how are you? Hi everyone. So I remember going for sketching. That's great. Oh, that's interesting. I have no talent in that. I have no patience in drawing. Although I remember that I have some pictures made by me, but I have no patience for that. Okay, Rafik, I'm happy. So let's go forward. Let's solve puzzles and to try to raise my rating. I guess you see the board. Also, I want to make it little. Ah, no, I can't make it little bit bigger. Hello, hi everyone. So let's analyze. White's last move was king f1. The board is flipped, right? The rook is hanging, but our queen also is under white's queen's attack. What if queen f5? Knight fork check. Knight g3, you mean? But they have two protection. Maybe at first queen f5. If they take knight g3 with fork, then and also our rook is under attack, right? White's rook's attack. Queen f5, queen takes, knight g3, king g. Oh, king g2 they can't play. Well, okay, king f2, queen f5 takes, knight g3, king f2, knight f5, rook h8. No, I don't like it. Let's calculate this check. Queen d3, if king g1, bishop h1. Just I wanted to make a in-between moves to check at first to go away from queen's attack, and then to take on h1. One more time, queen d3. If queen e2, then to take with check. If rook e2, then again bishop h1. Queen c4 doesn't work because after bishop h1 they will fork and I will lose my queen. Queen d3, king g1, bishop h1, knight d6, check. Oh, today puzzle solving day, please. Let's play on Monday. But I wanted to remind about Monday's live stream. I want to organize a tournament. Don't forget to join, please. So, that's great. It's nice to do something new once in a while. That's great. If it takes knight, rook takes, rook check. right? After queen d6, queen d6 or knight d6, maybe queen d3, maybe you mean. If queen e2, I think knight g3 wins. But they have knight here. They will take back knight g3, knight g3. No? If queen takes, then we can take with check. I think after queen d3, they will continue king g1, bishop h1, and knight d6. And if I try to go to e7, maybe they can take discovery, check, double check, king d6, king d6. There is no useful check for white. Just a second, please. Queen d3, here, bishop h1, check, king e7, check, king d6, no check. If from f4, then my knight is here. Rook e6 also will not work. I will take queen d4, also will not work. My queen is on d3. What do you think about it? Tournament is a good idea. That's great. Okay. Queen f5, queen f9, g2, king f2. I see we're losing material. Yes, that's why queen f5, I don't like it. Because our rook is hanging on h8. Then queen h3. Здравствуйте. Спасибо большое. Как у вас дела? Queen d3. Let's play queen d3. I guess it's right. Yes, it's right. King g1. Why not queen takes knight? If queen takes, the knight takes pawn, check, and fork. Because my rook is hanging on h8. That's why. If I take then knight f5, they will take rook h8. And they have two rooks against my knight and bishop. It's not enough for us to win. So queen d3, king g1. I think bishop h1 works. One more time, bishop h1, knight d6. But okay, how to understand which one is correct? King e7 or, for example, king g8. Not to get any checks. Bishop h1, knight d6, king g8. Not e7, but g8. Take the rook from bishop, right? Bishop h1, knight d6. That is the question, where to go. But I think that king g8 works, not to get any checks, because maybe after king e7 they will return. Knight f5, king d7, for example, e6. So many checks there. Okay, I'm going to take then after knight d6 just to escape to g8. Let's try. Bishop h1, knight h6, knight, rook h6, knight d6, king g8. Just a second, please. Bishop h1, knight d6, king g8. He takes f6. Just a second, please. Bishop h1, check here. He takes f6. I was going to take on g3. No, I mean, yes, right there. Takes. But then they can check from e8, king h7, and f7. What will I do there? Bishop h1, knight d6. Okay, let's take, then I will decide. Not to fail. Yes, it's correct. That's great. e6. I didn't take check from d6. That was interesting. Okay, maybe e6 is much more stronger. If king e8, then knight d6 check, king d8, e7 check. Yes, it's much more stronger. King e8, knight d6, king d8, e7, king d7, e8, queen takes, rook e8, king to e6, one check, knight d5, queen d2, queen d2, Yes, queen d3, queen d2, yes, I also thought about that. Knight g3 has rook h8, I also... Oh, no worries, that's okay. King g6 not to get checks, right? But if they check from h4, and then king h7 to escape. King h7, e7, and just to block. King e8, rook e8, sorry, not king. So king e8 doesn't work. King e8, knight d6, king d8 check, king d7, e8. King g8, e7 also doesn't work. King g6, knight h4, king h7, e7. How to continue after e7? Just rook e8 to block. What if king h1, knight g3 check? I have just one extra pawn. It's not enough because my pawn on f6 also is hanging. Now we have an extra bishop, right? Can I maintain that bishop? King g6 check here, e7 to block this one. King g8, bishop back to c6. Bishop back to c6, yes, but why king g8? King g8, e7, bishop c6, then again e8. Maybe after king g6, knight h4, king g5. I'm scared with king to go there, not to get the checkmate there. Although I understand that my knight controls this square, also my queen controls this square, there is no checkmate. But it's very scary. Not hanging due to knight. Let's play king g6. King g6, yes. King g6. And it's over. What if knight h4 check? If they continue, I didn't know what to do there. King h7, e7, bishop c6. Just to block. Why not? Or maybe king g5, as Rafik said, king g5, but maybe king g5 is much more stronger. And after, not to close this rook's way, after king h1 to take with check, then to take rook h4, the knight. Why not? Really, maybe king g5 is stronger than king h7. So I'm lucky that they did not continue this position. They did not check from h4. Okay, let's go forward. So why does engine say after queen d3, Queen d2. Sorry, why does engine say? I did not check with engine. Queen d3. Queen e2, I guess. Just queen f5. This knight is hanging for free. Right? Just that's why. Okay, let's go forward. h4. They trade on f5 with knight c, knight c, knight king h7, queen f5. Okay, so let's continue. h4. We have two continuations, king f2 and king g4. Just a second, please. Okay, king f2 and king g4. Which one? King f2 is, yes, it's very dangerous. Rook c2, check. If king e3, then I will get checkmate somewhere for sure. King d2, king d3, queen d2, checkmate. King f2, rook c2, bishop e2, takes, queen g2. And there are so many checks. Queen g2 from the third row, second and first rank. No, queen g4. I'm sure that king g4 is correct. King g4. I'm playing. Yes, king g4. The key moment was not there. I think g takes f3 is correct. Then after check, king h5, queen f3, queen f3, queen f3, king h6, they will take here, king h5, and then I will get a checkmate there. So dangerous. So if takes, queen g2, king f5 also does not work. Queen h3, and then they will take. So it means that king f3 is correct. I don't believe. But just a second, please. Why to take? I'm not forced to take, right? Let's leave this rook here. Because in after queen g2, I can continue king h5, and this square is engaged, and they can't check from here. Really? Bishop g7, right? Walk your king. Yes, you're right. Bishop g7 or h6. Maybe g7. Bishop g7, then to check, and to checkmate. Also, bishop h6 also. Ah, no, they will take on f6. I wanted to check, then to check from f7 and to checkmate from g7, but they will take rook f6. Bishop h6 works. Oh, sorry, bishop g7 works. Let's play bishop g7. To calculate one more time, rook f4, for example. Here, queen d1, check. King h6, rook f6, okay, bishop takes. There are no useful checks. Okay, let's continue. Yes, bishop g7, that's great. King h7, instantly. Without waiting, check from his e8. Oh, queen f7. Ah, they wanted to control this square, not to allow my king to go there. For example, rook f4 check, then king h5, then queen d1. Let's calculate one more time. Queen f7, check. Here, they will check. King g5, king g5. King g5. No checks. No useful checks from f5, from g4. We will take. Now take the rook. Oh, I don't want to take. There are so many checks there. Even if I try to trade the queens, check, queen f3 check, queen g4. I'm sure they will take. Then, oh, maybe b4, bishop f8. I have time to block them. Oh, king f3, no, king f3 doesn't work. So many checks. G takes f3, maybe works. Just a second, please. I want to calculate one more time this variation, and then I will take, I promise. Then escape. Queen f7. Check. Here. Check. King g5. The problem is that I don't see for black any interesting continuation there. No checks. Even if they check from f5 to sacrifice the rook, I'm taking. Queen d3. I will escape. King e6. Why not? Ah, the problem is after I will have some problems after rook g3, then to checkmate from d1. Right. If rook g3, king f5, then queen f1, king e6, rook e3. If king d6, then check from f4. If d7, then check from f5. Okay, so I agree with you. I have to take. Pawn takes. Is there rook g3? Yes, rook g3 and queen d1. You are right. Pawn takes rook. Skewer your queen. This pawn can take checks from lots of sides only. No, queen f7 really doesn't work. They will check and checkmate from d1. Takes. Check. Here. Queen f3, queen g4. Queen g4. I don't like that position. I don't know what to do. I don't like because I see that. Just a second, please. Takes. Queen g2. Here. Queen f3 check. We close. Queen g4. I have to take with king to go back. King g4. Because if I take with pawn, they will promote theirs. I have to take king g4. Then they play king g6. Somewhere I need to play bishop f8 to block here. But then they will take on f6. That's why I don't like that idea. To take the rook. Maybe I'm mistaken. Hello, hi everyone. Why don't you take the rook with your king? It's because I am afraid of these checks. Well, not from f1, because I can escape, I think. Queen d1. King. Where? e3. Queen e1. Endless checks. So that's why. Either g takes f3 or king h5. No, not king h5. King h5. If queen g2, queen f7. Sorry, just a second, please. King h5, rook g3. No, rook g3 with this idea again. It doesn't work. Let's calculate one more time and to decide. G takes f3, check, king h5, they take on f3, check, what if I take at first? Queen g5, not immediately to close from g4, but at first to check, to take on g5. Then, for example, if they check from g3, just now queen g4, queen takes, okay, king takes, then I will take on h4 somewhere to create another passing pawn. Why not? I'm late, or that's okay, no worries. Key is the room. Calculate the sequence of running king from f5 to e5 onwards. Maybe. Let's take, then check here, check from f3, then to take on g5. Let's take. Yes, it's correct. Now it doesn't work because I will lose my queen, so it's the only move. And it's over. I was tormenting so long time. What is Anna's rating, guys? It's like a high. No, I'm so far from high class grandmaster. No. They will calculate such puzzles in a second. For me, it's very difficult. Thank you so much. Oh, really? International master from Romania. That's great. What your rating is? Queen g4, queen f7. And you move queen g6. King h5, queen g2. Queen g2. No, here I was calculating queen f3. At first I thought that queen g4 will work, but then I understood that after taking queen g4, I have to take with king, because I did not want to take with pawn. They would promote their pawn. Queen g4, king g4, then they would play king g6, and then to promote their pawns, I had to place somewhere bishop f8 to block them, and I would lose my pawn on f6. So that's why I understood that at first to take on g5, just then to return queen g4, or queen e3 check, king h5, queen f3, just now queen g4, to win 2 pawns more. The way, yes, you are right. I became 1906. That's great. That's a great level. Congratulations. 2331. Oh my god. It's much more stronger than mine. Okay. It's great. I wish you to become a grandmaster very soon, very quickly. Okay, let's go forward. Maybe someday I will have 3,000 rating in puzzle solving. Who knows? Well, bishop g2. The same colored bishops. It is the first time here. It's very interesting. On Mondays I play with viewers and every time I have time trouble. I can't calculate correctly. There are so many lost positions, interesting positions. But today's live streams I like very much because I have no time limit and I can calculate as long as I want. You will just keep it up. All respect. Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay, let's go forward. So, bishop a4, a6. Bishop a4. White's last move was bishop g2. Bishop a4. Why do I want to play bishop e4? To close this bishop's way, then to take and to come closer to eat all of them. Stream times shall I book a slot for next week title? Tuesday. What's that? I book a slot for next week. It's my bad English, please explain. Stream timing, I try to adjust my streams because it depends on many situations. I'm from Armenia. Okay, bishop g2. I want to play bishop e4. If they take, to take back, a4, king d4, d5, no difference. a5 here. Oh no, there is a big difference. a4, king d5 is correct. a5, king c5, I will lose. No, king c6, not c7. Takes here. No, but I will lose. King e2, king a7, e3, here, f4. No, I will lose there. One more time. Bishop b4 takes. a4, king d4, a5, king c5, b6. No, bishop b4 doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. Bishop b4. One more time. Bishop b4. King takes a4. King d5, a5. Also king d6 doesn't work. They will just play king e2. King c5, b6, c6, here, here. King e2 takes, here. And king f5. And then they will take everything. Then f4. What if they take? G takes f4. No, let's play really bishop a4. If bishop c6, then a6 to use this pin. Bishop a4. How to protect it? Bishop c6 doesn't work. After a6, we will win a pawn. If bishop f1, so king f3 just. and it's a Zugzwang for white. They have no move with king. We'll come closer and then to take everything. If they play with bishop, then king g2. Bishop a4, bishop f1, king f. Yes. Right. That's good. Right. After b6, we have a... No, they will promote their a6. King c6, you mean? Maybe you are right. I was so close to play this move, bishop a4, to that idea. And now I hesitate. Thank you so much. Thanks for your compliments. Bishop b4 one more time. Takes, a4, king d3, a5. Here, b6, a takes b6, a6, c6. You are right. Okay, bishop b4 takes a4, king d5, king e2, c5, e3, b4, f4, takes, takes. Oh, really? a5 also works. Oh. I wanted to play bishop a4. I was sure that bishop a4 is correct. Bishop a4 or bishop e4. Thank you so much. Neha come the... What? The here. Neha come the here. Ah. Thank you so much. Thanks for compliment. Have you been to the Orogo Radio Observatory? No. That's something new for me. Thank you. Please, it's enough for compliments. Thank you. Let's continue solving puzzles. Bishop e4 looks more forcing. Maybe you are right. Because maybe bishop a4, bishop c6, a6, they can continue. Sorry, not from c7. Here, a6, bishop d7, king e4. Oh, and b6, bishop d7, b7. And then to promote. And I have no protection from b8. What if he trades on b6 and goes king f2, king e... f4? Maybe. But if it is... Hello. When you walk through bishop d3, I'm learning. Bishop d3. Maybe it's too slow. It's also interesting, but it's too slow. Maybe a4 or bishop c6. They will just protect it. Really, bishop b4, maybe it's the best move. One more time, just to check one more time. Bishop a4, c6, a6, bishop d7, king e4 to protect, and just now b6, bishop d7 and b7. So, okay, let's play bishop f4, e4, sorry. Yes, it's correct. Bishop f1 and bishop d3. Bishop d3. If they take, king takes, a4, king c4. Here, if bishop g2, then takes. If a4, then to take, and then king d4. Bishop d3, a4, takes, king d4, a5, c5, b6, takes, a6, king c6. Well, bishop d3 here to take, bishop d3 takes, a4, c4, also wins. So let's play bishop d3. Mm, bishop d3, it's wrong. So sorry. What is the problem? Canadian Eastern in October. Was one of the most incredible. Ah, okay. It's my weak place. I was born in Armenia. I grew up in Armenia, but I really miss so many interesting places. I will improve. So, f4. f4. What if they take, then king f2, h4, a4. It will be draw. I'm so sad. Although I lost not so many points, but so sorry. Even for that 8 points. How is that winning? Hello, hi everyone. f4, g takes f4, h4. f4, here, h4. Maybe you mean h2 with this idea, g3 to take h2. One more time. f4 takes h4. Then to play h3, g3, and breakthrough. Let's try. I don't know. f4. Yes, it's correct. So sorry. Takes. No, if I take, they will play bishop g2, h3, bishop h1, e4, takes, king f2. No. So let's play immediately h3, f6, bishop d5, just a second please, it's very dangerous. h3, f6, bishop d5, because for example a4, no, h3, f6, bishop d5, they takes. Okay, I understand that once promotion square's color corresponds to my bishop square color, but how to get here, how to take this pawn, and they also will continue a4, a5, then b6, and I don't know which one to control. So h3, f6, g3 immediately, f7, takes, f8, h3, f6, they will take, g3, they will take, bishop f5, bishop g2, h3, bishop h1, I don't see. Start with h3. h3, f6. Then after bishop d5, they will take on h3. Bishop f5, bishop g2. Bishop e4 takes, king f2. Oh, and then king d5. King d5, king e3. No, g3, king f4, takes. I don't know. I even don't know which one is much more interesting. Why don't take on f5? Because they will continue bishop g2. Perfect. And I don't know what to do there. How do they take on h3? I mean, after h3, f6, bishop d5, and then bishop h3. G takes h3, a4. b4, king d4, king f2. No, just a second, please. h3, f6, here, takes, a4, king d4. If they play king f2, then we can continue king c5, b4, takes, and to promote. And then I think we can block sometime, just to block them for a while and to promote our pawn. But if they play h3, f6, bishop d5, takes, a4, king d4, a5, a5, king c5, b6. I don't know how to continue. Let's take bishop f5, even though I don't know if it's correct or which one is correct, but let's take. Not to stay and wait. Oh, bishop f5 is correct? I'm shocked, as usual. b6. Why not to play bishop g2? Bishop g2. h3, bishop h1. Bishop h1. Maybe bishop d3, I could transpose my bishop. Bishop d3, a4. Or maybe bishop c2, a4, b5. Well, okay, b6. Please don't spam on the chat. I'm from Armenia. So, yes, this one is very hard. b6. So I need to take. And it's over. Okay, let's go forward. I answered on your question. I'm from Armenia. Please don't write the same question every time. So, let's continue. It means that I lost 8 points. Okay. I raised 30 points. Do your family play chess? Yes, my parents are chess coaches, my sister is a chess coach, and also I. Okay, let's go forward. Black's last move was taking on f6. Hezi Labian. Let's play on Monday tournament, not today. Today it's puzzle solving. So queen h6 maybe. Let's calculate. What if this? Hello. Queen h6. And then, with which idea? To take on f6. Maybe. Isn't it too slow? Rook f1. I also was thinking about rook f1 to transfer, right? Rook g3. Maybe knight e4 at first. With this idea to fork. Knight e4. Knight e4, knight f6. How to continue for black? Knight e4, for example, king g7. King g7. Check, takes. No, I don't like it. But I like knight e4, king g7. Maybe then rook f1. Knight e4, king g7. Rook f1, f5. Rook f1, it's long. Maybe. My reading person is 2300. Reading person? What's that? Knight e4, king g7, rook f1. And how to protect from this idea? Rook f6, queen h6. Let's play knight e4. I don't know. 99% I am sure that it's correct. It will be very funny if it's wrong. Let's play. Oh, it's wrong. Why? Knight e4, king g7, rook f1. Why it's wrong? Okay, let's take queen h6. Then to play knight e4. Queen h6. I don't like this puzzle. It's unfair. f5, so okay. Queen g5 check, king h7. Hello, hi everyone. Rook f1. Rook f1, e4. Which one? Or maybe queen g5 at first? Or maybe knight f3, knight g5, and queen h7. Or they will continue f6. Knight f3, f6. Let's continue rook f1 with this idea. Rook f1, f6, rook f3. No, rook f1. If they play f6, we can continue queen g6 check to force them to go to the corner. Just then rook f2 with this idea. Yes, let's play rook f1. Yes, now queen g6. Yes, unfortunately. Okay, let's go forward. Canadian knight f3 should be correct. I also thought about that. Ah, in that position you mean? Maybe also works. But I don't understand why knight e4 was mistake. Knight e4. Ah, maybe they could continue queen d8 to protect, but okay. Queen h6. And again I want to take knight e4, king g7, rook f1, queen d8. So they were ready to sacrifice the queen. Well, I don't know. Too difficult. Let's go forward. Knight e7. Knight e7. At first glance, I see this move. Bishop h7. Quick gift. Then to check and queen h5 and to checkmate from here. Playing bishop h7. King takes, knight check. What if king g6 there? King g6. Queen g4, maybe. Queen g4, f5, queen h4, and to try to check from here. So let's take, or maybe at first knight g5, h5, queen f5, sorry, queen h5, h6. No, let's take bishop h7. Not to be wrong, please. Yes, it's correct. Now knight g5, knight g5, queen h6. Maybe after king g6 I could, what could I do there? Ah, I could take on f7, then to check, and then to take rook f7. So what if I play knight f7 right now? Takes, takes. No, knight f5. Maybe they can protect. Queen g4, queen c2. Please, let's solve puzzles together today. Queen g4 or queen c2. Which one? d1 to d3 also. Compared with queen c2, maybe queen d3 little bit stronger because one more opportunity to come to h3, not only to reach to h7. But I don't know. Queen d3, just to play f5, check, king g5. And I'm sure they will escape somewhere there. Also, this square is under bishop's control. So, queen d2. Knight f7. Queen d2 or knight f7. Which one? No, knight f7 I don't like. Maybe you are right. I don't know, but they will have two pieces against the rook and pawn, right? If they protect their king after knight f5, for example. So I can't survive there. Queen d2 is interesting. Queen d2. We want to take them to win a queen. Discovery check. If they play king g6, then then what? 96, knight f7, 94, then 94. Here, king h7. Maybe rook f7 right now. They can't take because of this fork. But what do I want to do there? Rook f7 and no idea there. Why not queen g4? I don't know. Queen g4. I thought that they can play knight f5. And after check, maybe just to eat, even to eat on g5. Knight e4, king g6, and to escape. Queen g4, king h7. Queen after g6? Ah, you mean queen g4 or queen d2? They will continue g6, right? After queen d2, they can't continue g6 because of this discovery check. Maybe after queen g4, g6. Then check, queen h7, checkmate. No, king g6 also doesn't work. Queen g4. I was calculating knight f5. Knight f7 looks good. Oh, let's play queen g4. If knight f5, then to join with another knight. And then we want to check and to checkmate from h7. Also, they can't play rook h8 because of this move, knight f7. Queen g4, if f5, then check here. Check, they take, king f6, they will get checkmate. They take, queen h7 check, king g5, there is a pawn on f5. Queen g7 check, knight g6, and where is checkmate? No checkmate there. Okay, but then we can check from here and to take on f8. Ah, no, their knight is on g6. They can take on f8. Queen g4, f5, queen h4, king g6. Oh, queen h7, king g5, h4, king f6, knight e4, checkmate. Ah, it's not a checkmate, king f7. They can go to f7. I don't know. Too complicated for me. So I don't know what to do. Rook f3 right now. h4. Rook f3. Rook f6. No. Knight e4 maybe. Why not? Just to protect. Rook f3. Knight f5. Check. They take. Queen h5. Check. King f6. Knight d4. King e7. They will escape. Queen g4. f5. Queen g4. f5. Check here. Check. They took. Maybe now knight d4 check. I want to distract this pawn and then to play h4 check. King g4. Queen to take on e4 or on g7. Which one? One more time. Queen g4, f5, check here, check here. Right now, knight d4. They take h4, king g4. Queen e4, king h5, g4. Something must be there. Okay, let's play. Oh, g4, queen g4. Let's play. Yes, queen g4, 5, queen h4, queen h7, queen 7, knight g6, h4. Let's play queen g4, then to decide. Take f7 pawn from rook. Well, I wanted to take on f7, but I don't see an interesting continuation there. They aren't forced to take on f7. So they will just play, for example, knight f5 to try to protect their king. Take the difference. No, it's not enough for win. They will have two pieces against the rook and the pawn. It's not enough. Queen g4. Let's play queen g4. It's correct. f5. No, if you mean that you can force the queen, they would take with rook. Although I also could take their rook with my rook. But they have two pieces against my rook and pawn. And it's not enough for win. So f5, queen h4, king g6, and no, not here. Queen h7 check, king g5, knight e4 check. They take h4, king g4, and then maybe queen g7. King h5, queen g5 checkmate. Okay, they will take king h4, king h4. Okay, just to take on f8, and then rook h8 with checkmate. Queen h4. Yes, let's check. Then queen h7, king g5, and knight e4. And now knight e4. One more time, knight e4. They take, check here, check here. and rook f8 with this idea. Great. I liked it. Yes, that's great. Queen e4 will not work because they can close even with bishop, for example. No, with bishop check here. Yes, even with bishop. So let's take on g7 and then rook f8 and take on f8. Yes. Ah, knight g6. Okay. So knight g6 takes, king h4, and then maybe queen h6, then to take on f8 to protect our rook. Let's take. Yes. That was great. Finally. I'm very happy. Okay. Let me just 2 minutes. Let me send my son to an art school and to return to continue. Just 2 minutes, please. Sorry. Just a second, please. Okay, let's continue. Let's play on Monday, please. Okay, let's continue. So, queen b6. Queen b6. What do they want to do? Just to take on c6? Well, I don't see any interesting variation yet. Maybe it's just to take, or maybe with bishop. Bishop e5. We want to check and then to checkmate from h2. Bishop e5. Queen c6 will not work. Bishop e5. Rook takes, knight takes. Okay, it's a quality. Bishop e5. Rook takes, queen g3 also works. Bishop e5. For example, check. Queen b7. Bishop e5, queen b7. Just to go back, engage 8. Okay, so play bishop e5. Let's play. Please help me. If bishop e5 works, maybe they will just protect this square, or just to go back, queen e3. They have 2 extra pawns. If I take, they go back. They will have an extra pawn, right? Rook takes f1. Isn't it the same? Rook f1, rook f1, bishop e5, and again queen e3. Oh, somewhere, just a second, please. Ha, wir waren gar nicht zusammen. Ha, yeah. So let's play bishop e5. If queen e3, maybe a4, or at first rook f1, then a4, bishop c4. Bishop a7, bishop a7, then to check from f2. Bishop a7, if queen c6, then rook f2. Well, bishop a7, queen c7, again king h8. This one is much more interesting, bishop a7. Let me decide, then I will turn off the rating, because if bishop a7 is correct, then it means that Rafik and arm chess diamond. It means that it's your hint. We are back. King h6. After check, queen f7, queen c7. I like bishop e5 also, but after queen e3, I don't know what to play. Yes, it's the starting position, yes. So bishop h7, if check, then king h8 or h6. Maybe you are right. Let me turn off the rating. Because I think bishop a7, I did not notice that move at first. I was thinking to play bishop e5. White knight check, king and attack rook. Let's play bishop a7. Yes, it's correct. It's good that I turned off the rating. Otherwise, it would be unfair. Rook f1. So now king h8 or king g6. Which one? King h6, sorry. King h6. Can they check? Queen g5. King h1. Maybe king h8 would be better. No checks there. King h6. Let's play king h8, please. King h8. Even if they take rook f8, no checks there. Let's play king h8. Ah, what is the difference? King h6, rook f7. Oh, maybe after king h8 they could play the same. Rook f7. And then rook h7, king g8, queen g7 to checkmate. But now I can take rook h7, king g5. And it's over. Block knight? Maybe you mean knight e7. Yes, king h8, also rook f7. And after queen e1, they could take king g8 and queen g7 to checkmate. But now I can take on e1. And not to worry, because of rook h7, I can escape just king g5. So let's take queen e1. Yes, it's correct. It was a right decision to turn off the rating twice, because at first it was your move, bishop a7. It would be unfair. And in the second move, I made a wrong. I made a mistake. I made a wrong move. So okay, let's go forward. Now let's turn on the rating. So a3. Bishop a3 to take and to destroy everything there. Oh, maybe rook b2 would be better. Rook b2 or bishop a3. No, rook b2 is correct. Bishop a3, bishop c3. They can protect on b2. But if rook b2, then queen c2 with checkmate. Rook b2, we want to checkmate. They have to take. Then check here and castle. And then rook b8 with checkmate, right? To take on b2. I wish you were my mom so you could teach. I can't manage to teach chess my son, so it's very difficult. Queen a3 also works. Queen a3. Queen a3, b takes a3, bishop takes a3. But after queen a3, I guess they will continue bishop c3 to protect here, and after queen a1 to escape. So I think that rook b2 is the strong, is the best move in this position. Not better, but the best. Bishop takes is working or no? No, bishop takes doesn't work. They will play bishop c3. Rook b2. Let's take rook b2. Yes, it's correct. But now, queen a3 or bishop a3. I think queen a3 is clear, more clear than bishop a3. King b1, then castle. Then we want to play rook b8. And I guess they have no protection there. But if I take with bishop, then king a2, king a2, bishop c1. No, queen a3 is a forced variation, I think. Queen a3, king b1, and castle. Oh, I don't play so. Wait, queen a3 is wrong. Queen a3, king b1, castle. How to protect there? c3? Well, check. Here, checkmate. After castle knight c1 and too close to victory. Yes, unfortunately. So maybe here castle is correct. There is no knight c1. If knight c3, then queen c2 check, king a3, rook b8, and then queen b3 with checkmate. Or here, no, let's castle here. Again wrong. I don't understand. If queen c2, knight c1, bishop c1, bishop b4, king b2, queen a3, king b1, no, bishop c1, king b1, queen b5, king c1. I don't understand. Maybe at first queen c2, again wrong. Bishop to e8. Maybe bishop somewhere, and then king e7 or castle. But again, knight c1. Bishop, 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 bishop c5, d6, e7. Which one? Bishop c5, king b2, queen a3, king b1. Bishop c1, king b1, king e7, knight c1, queen c2. It's wrong. Bishop c5, correct. Why it's correct? I even can't understand how to win after bishop c5, king b2. No, not king b2, king b1. Not to get check from a3. King b1. Okay. For example, castle. Knight c1. Maybe at first after king b1, at first queen b5. King c1, bishop a3, checkmate. King a2, king a2, castle. Knight c1. It's very strange. I don't understand the position. King a2. And then just to repeat, to make a draw. Castle, knight c1, bishop d4. No, knight b3, queen a4 here, rook b8. Oh, right. Now it's correct. Yes, now it's correct. c3, and then they will take on b3. One more time. Knight b3. Let's check with an engine. I want to check this variation. Bishop c5, king b1, queen b5 here. Is it correct or not? Queen b5, king a2, castle, knight c1, bishop d4. We want to checkmate from b2. If c3, then again rook b8 with this idea. If knight b3, then check, and then rook b8. Let's check from here. Bishop c5. Do you see this part of the desktop? King b1. Queen b5 also works. Castle d4, queen b5, king a2. Yes, it also works. Bishop d4. Yes, it also works. Well, unfortunately. How do you have a son even though you look so... Thank you so much. You are 20. Oh my god. I wish I am 20. No, I'm 36 years old. Okay, let's continue. So, bishop c6. The same color bishops. So first, let's try to take bishop c6, king takes. Here we have an extra move, so 8 plus for me. Bishop c6, king takes. But h5, they will return to d6. No, I don't like it. Takes. g5, also king d6. For example, takes, h5, king c6. How to improve? I don't see. No, let's not to trade, to decline this trade. To go back. Or to play bishop a6. With which idea? Here, to attack on d5. But okay, they will stay and wait. Bishop b7. just bishop b7, bishop c6, a8, c6, b7, a8. No improvement. What if to try to create a passing pawn here? Takes c3. If they take, king takes, king c5, a3, d4, king d3, king d5, b4. Okay, let's take, then not to play c3, but immediately to play c4. If m-pass captured, then king c3. Okay, if d takes c4, then king c4, and they are in a Zugzwang. If king d6, then king b5. If king b6, then king d5. What do you think about this variation? Bishop c6, king takes c4. Yes, I'm playing. And c4. We take c3. Oh. C3 also wrong. Maybe at first h5, king d6, then c4. No, what is the difference? Then king c6. No, it will be draw. That's very strange. c3 doesn't work, c4 doesn't work. Maybe, no, h5, king d6, c3. King d3, king d4, no. I must play a3, b4 very quickly. Or maybe b4, takes, d4, a4, here, d3, a6. And I promote with check. Just a second, please. King d3, king f4. And just an a3. Now I must play king d3 to block it, and then to play a3. a4. A takes b4, it's wrong. I'm shocked. I don't believe. I don't believe. I didn't press on engine. Just a second, please. It was automatically. Do you see it? I don't understand. What has happened? Anyway, I'm shocked. I thought that it automatically, but I forgot that they can take and they would be in a pawn square. They can control my pawn. I forgot about it. Maybe I'm tired, but okay, I want to continue because it means that I lost in five puzzles. I lost, and I won just in 3 puzzles. Let's try to solve this one correctly. Thank you so much. How old is your son? Almost 9 years old. And my daughter, very soon she will be 4 years old. Այսօր միայն խնդիրների օր է։ Երկուշաբթի խաղալու ենք, մրցաշար ենք խաղալու։ Well, okay, let's continue. King e5. King e5. h5. Takes. King d6. King g5. King e7. King g6. h4. e5. h5. Takes. e4. e3. f7. No, I don't like it. Երկուշաբթի մոտավորապես 12:30-ից մինչև 1-ը։ Ժամը 12-ին մի հատ կոլաբորացիա ունեմ, մի աղջկա հետ խաղալու ենք, բայց մի պարտիա ենք խաղալու։ Ու կարծում եմ 12:30 կամ 1-ին, ավելի կոնկրետ մոտենա օրը կգրեմ անպայման։ Also suksang after king g5 because can't play h4. I think if king g5 then white is in a suksang. Let's try king g5. h4. We can take king d6 to return and to protect and to promote this one. King g5. King d6, but king d6, king f6, then h4, e5, g5. Why to play g5 if they can play king c5, e4, and then king d4? Just a second, please. One more time. King g5, king d6. It can't be so easy. King f6, h4, e5. Even they can play king d5, and it suksang for black. King g6 and king e4. King g5, king d6, king f6. h4, h5, h5, g takes h5, king g7 to return and then to take these 2 pawns. What do you think about it? King g5, king d6, king f6, h4, h5, g5, king f5, and then e5. One more time. I think the key moment is here when they play h4, h5, takes, and to go back. Sometimes we need to go back, then to go forward, king h6, and to take everything. So let's play king h5. Please be correct. I beg you. King g5, right? King f6, king c6. That's very strange. King c6. So let's calculate from the beginning. e5, king b5 will not work. king, maybe king e5, king b5, king d6. No, no, maybe here h5 takes, no, here f5. Oh, right. a4, f4. I don't understand. Here, king b5, f5. Let's calculate it first. Taking a4, f4. What is king c4? Oh, king e4, a5, f3. Then we will promote with check. King c3, king e3, a5, f3, h6, a7, f1. Then to take with on h3. So one more time, king e5, king b5, f5. G takes f5, e takes f5. a4, f4. If king c4, king e4, a5, f3. Ah, king c3, there is no need to play king e3. Even I can play f2. f2, of course it's stronger. Yes, let's play king e5. King e5. This week's live streams were unfortunately not best for me. King e5 is wrong, but why I don't understand. If king g5 takes b5 and black will defend this one on the left side. Why not king e5? Who is in your profile photo? It's Morphy, Paul Morphy, chess genius. Unfortunately, his battle was very sad. I'm so sad because I don't understand why king e5 is wrong. King e5, king b5, f5, takes. Even if they don't take, f4, f3, f2, and check. It's really difficult. Yes, Rafik, I agree. Thank you so much. Thanks for subscriptions. So, let's try to understand the mistake. What's wrong with this move? Then to try to find the best move. King e5. What is the problem here? Of course, they have to take. I don't see any interesting variation. f5. a4, f4. Just a second, please. King e5 here, f5, maybe king e4, c4, king e4, a4, f4. Ah, no. King e5, b5, f5, king e4, c4, king e4, king c3. Not to wait until this pawn reach to f3. Immediately to play king c3, and then I have to play king e3. Just then to push a4, f4, a5, f3, a6, f2, a7, f1, and a8, and it's draw, of course. Yes, to promote it. Yes, I agree. But at first, king b5, and after f5, king c4, then king c3. Just then to promote, to force my king to go to e3, and their king is on c3, and I can't promote with check. Just that's why. Okay. So king e7 also doesn't work. I don't want to go back. They will just take and to protect. So it's left e5, king g5, e4, king c4, king f4, e3, a6, e2, a7, e1, a8, e5, king b5, e4, king c4. Ah, no, king e5, not to g5, king e5, a4, king e4, a5. And it's still very difficult. One more time, e5, king b5, king e6, king c4. No. Let's try king g5. I don't know. I'm shocked. King g5, king b5, f5. If f4, king d3, king h4, king e2, and they will block. So at first king h4, yes, it's a help square. Now king g3, king h3. Sorry, why not to take if we can take and to reach this help square? a4 and f4. King g2 is also wrong. King g2 is also wrong. a6, f2, a7, f1. A8 with check. No, it was really very difficult. And after a8, and even I needed to understand that queen f2, king d3, queen f3 takes, no, sorry, queen f2, queen f3 takes, and then my other pawn can promote into a queen. No, it was really super grandmaster's level. It's very high from my level. I wasn't able to solve this puzzle correctly, unfortunately. But I like it very much. It was from this position, right? Here. King g6 from here. It was very interesting. Well, okay, so what can I do? I lost in 6 puzzles and solved correctly in 3. Okay, that's okay. Let's finish for today. My brain is boiling. I can't force him to continue to work. This last position was really very hard. Okay, I like them very much. I will take a photo after ending the stream. So, okay, what can I say? Thank you so much, as usual, for support. Испанская партия является школой позиционной игры. Да, кстати. А сицилианская наоборот. Тактику там надо знать хорошо, видеть. Не знать, а видеть. Стратегию знать, тактику видеть. Капабланка. Ага. А нет, у вас не Капабланка, у вас Морфи. Пол Морфи. But you won a team. Thank you, Rafik. Thank you so much. I will try to organize on Monday live stream at 12 o'clock Armenian time. I will have a little collaboration with Dia, an Indian girl. She wrote me, offered collaboration. We will have just one game. Namaste. Hello. Just one game, 10 minutes, and after that we will play in a tournament. Competition be like on Monday. Just playing with viewers, just tournament with viewers. Rafik, if you noticed, I don't know if you were in the last live stream, it was impossible to play with everyone. There were so many viewers who were in the queue, and I couldn't manage to play with everyone. So that's why I decided to organize a tournament. This Monday it will be as a warm-up, how to say that, as an example. But I will try to think a little bit, maybe to invent some prizes. I don't know. Please give some hints to me. Which prizes I can make for winners? I don't know. How many games? Maybe 9 games or 7 games, but time control maybe will be 3 plus 3, just to have more time to play more games. Yes, I will play too, of course. I will stream, I will go live to play, and I don't know. Please write maybe direct messages to write to give some hints which prizes I can invent for my winners in the tournament. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for support, for joining, for participating as usual. Have a wonderful weekend, and just sharing is enough. Really, Rafik? I don't think so. I think that after some tournaments, maybe it would be boring just to play. Maybe for motivation, I don't know, maybe to try to invent some prizes. Okay, I will think about that. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Goodbye.